Bobby, for the record, please note that Commissioner Joe and I are here. Commissioner Neal is absent, and we do have a quorum. There's no changes to the order of business tonight. There's no executive sessions. Prior minutes, Commissioner, did you get a chance to review the minutes?
I did.
Concerns, questions? And the minutes will stand as submitted. Consent agenda. You want to make a motion for the consent agenda?
I'll make a motion to accept the consent agenda, items A through G, inclusive of items A and G.
I'll second that motion. So we have a motion and a second. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion passes 2-0. Any issues from persons not on the order of business? Okay, nothing there. Did you have a chance to review the financial reports? Okay, any concerns or questions? Okay, the first item is the Environmental Services Director appointment. Mike?
So, as you know, the Environmental Services Director position has been vacant, and since March 4th, Justin Craig has been acting as the assistant, or he was the Assistant Director of Environmental Services, and acting as the Director. During that time, he's been fulfilling the duties of the Director, and since it is by statute, directors need to be appointed by the Commission. We need a motion to appoint Mr. Craig as the Director, the Permanent Director of Environmental Services.
Okay. Justin, would you come forward, please? I know last week we did visit with you in executive session, and I believe following that you had a meeting the next day with Darren.
Correct.
And he explained everything to you?
Yes.
And I assume you still want the position, is that correct?
Yes, I do, absolutely.
Okay. Do you have any comments or concerns, Commissioner?
Only comment is we've appreciated what you've done as the interim director, and we're happy that you accepted Darren's offer.
All right, thank you.
Okay. Any comments from you, Justin?
No, like I said, I appreciate the opportunity and looking forward to the challenge.
Okay. With that, I make a motion to appoint Justin Craig as the Environmental Services Director effective May 15th, 2022.
And I'll second it.
We have a motion and a second. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion passes 2-0. Justin, congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Well, now you're stuck with it, sir.
I'm stuck.
Okay, the next item is the Ellis County Comprehensive Plan Award. Justin.
All right, Justin Craig, Environmental Services Director. Real briefly, I'll read this. So, the Ellis County Comprehensive Plan is designed to provide a roadmap for the future of Ellis County. This roadmap was a combination of tools and orderly growth and development, as well as policy guidelines. These are intended to enable citizens and elected officials to make informed decisions about the future of the county. So each year, the American Planning Association and the County Planning Division and its sister organization, the National Association of County Planners, they give out county planning project awards. There's 2 awards, and there's the Award of Excellence, the Award of Merit. There are 7 categories. So this year, the Ellis County Comprehensive Plan was awarded the Award of Merit for the small jurisdiction category for the Ellis County Comprehensive Plan. This process started in 2018, I believe, so I just wanted to recognize everyone and thank everyone that took part in that. There were some long meetings, long nights. Mr. Jeter was involved in that. Just want to thank all the members of the Planning and Zoning Board, Mason Reuter, Carla Meyer, Karen Purvis, who started the process. So just wanted to thank them and recognize them for their efforts that they put into getting that comprehensive plan completed last year. So.
Sure. And I know that was a kind of a long, drawn-out process.
Yeah.
Intensive process, complicated, all of that kind of stuff. And it will help Ellis County, though, as we move forward into the future with what we need. And I think it's impressive that we got an award for it.
I also want to thank Keith Marvin Planning Consultants. He's the one that put it all together and worked really well. He was up in Nebraska, so there's a lot of remote sessions and late nights and long days. So.
Commissioner Joe, any concerns, questions?
Well, you've started right out of the gate with winning an award, so we expect this every year.
It wasn't all me. I just had a little piece in it, but yeah, so,
Thank you.
yep. Thank
Yeah.
you.
Thank you, Justin. Okay, the next agenda item is the floodplain maps and resolution. Justin again.
Those are the trifecta. So Justin Craig, Environmental Services Director. So over the past several years, Ellis County has been working with FEMA, the DWR, KDA, and the National Flood Insurance Program to update Ellis County's flood insurance rate map and bring them up to current NFIP standards. The purpose of this resolution is to promote the public health, safety, and general welfare to the public, to minimize those losses described in Article 1, Section B1, to establish and maintain the community's eligibility for participation in the National Flood Insurance Program. It is defined in 44 Code of the Federal Regulations, and to meet the requirements of those regulations by applying the provisions of this ordinance to restrict or prohibit uses that are dangerous to health, safety, or property in times of flooding or cause undue increases in flood heights or velocities, require uses vulnerable to floods, including public facilities that serve such uses, to be provided with flood protection at the time of initial construction, and to protect individuals from buying lands that are unsuited for the intended development purposes due to the flood hazard. So this is kind of the end of the updating of the flood map process. I've included some of the ramifications if we were to choose not to adopt the resolution, such as citizens won't be able to buy flood insurance, wouldn't be eligible for FEMA assistance if there were a disaster. So that's really about it. All the public meetings have been held, disputes have been settled. The public was notified of this public hearing if they wanted to come forward and speak. So.
Were there many complaints from citizens who found themselves in the floodplain?
No, I think it was, once it was explained, when I very first started, we had a flood conference out at Sternberg, and there was some disputes there where people had, built up their houses prior to that flood map coming out, but that was all resolved through the public hearing processes through them. So.
Okay, Commissioner?
No, just no huge comment, just aside from a public and health and safety concern. Aside from the flood insurance, federal loans, grants, and assistance, it opens the county up to a great deal of liability if we don't get ourselves up to and maintain NFIP standards. So I'm definitely in favor of that.
Okay. Would you care to make a motion on this?
I sure would. I move that we approve Resolution 2022-08 to adopt the floodplain management resolution for Ellis County, Kansas, to maintain Ellis County's eligibility status for the National Flood Insurance Program.
And I'll second that motion. We have a motion and a second. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion passes 2-0.
Thank you,
Justin.
Commissioners. Thank you.
39.
Yes, I have everything. I'll get them to you tomorrow. Okay.
I'm getting there.
This one's better than the 206 pages last week.
Yeah.
53 is much more manageable.
Okay. Okay, now we get to the next agenda item, which is the appointment to the Region 1 EMS Council. Danita.
Good evening, Danita Schrader, Director for Ellis County EMS. I was contacted by the Region 1 EMS Council about not having any representation on their council. So the Region 1 is, there are 6 regions in the Board of Kansas Board of EMS. We are in Region 1, that's comprised of 18 counties. Each of these regions is responsible for supporting and promoting and assisting the local EMS agencies and personnel if they have problems with policies and procedures affecting our EMS laws. So it provides a good opportunity for us to participate in those meetings and to help develop those and help them with all that. But they had contacted me, said that they had not been that the appointment had not been changed since the previous director had been in there. So what I have given you today is just an agreement that they sent to me that all three commissioners need to sign and approve, and then Matt and I can help attend those meetings then.
Okay. And I believe Ellis County has always been represented in this council.
Yes, we have been. Yep.
Okay. And are all of the 18 counties represented by someone?
Yes, they are.
Okay. It only makes sense we are too. Any comments, Joe?
Nope, we need to be on there.
Okay. I will make a motion to approve the appointment of Danita Schroeder and Mac Mieger to the Region 1 EMS Council.
I'll second it.
We have a motion and a second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion passes 2-0.
Okay.
Thank you, Danita.
Thanks. I do have a second item here. Hayes Biomed, we have a contract with them. They provide services to go through our medical equipment every year. They used to come twice a year, but it's really, we found that once a year is good enough they check to make sure that the medical equipment works correctly and that it, how do I say that? Everything is good, I guess, on it, and it's up to date. If there's any problems, then sometimes they can fix it for us and sometimes they can't. But their prices haven't gone up since 2015, and what I've given to you to sign is just an addendum to our agreement. Our agreement comes due, I believe, in June, and they've actually already been here this year for April, so our prices won't go up until probably April of next year. I have included this in my budget for their increase, and it's really not that much of an increase for us. They give us a break on the mileage and the hourly coming out and doing it because we're local for them. So all I have is that to be signed and approved as well.
Right. I believe this biomed issue, that just provides quality assurance for all your devices.
Yes.
So that when you're looking at a device, you can be reassured that it's correct.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
It's a safety issue.
Yep.
Any comments, Joe?
No, it's budgeted, or no concerns rather, but comments. It's budgeted, it's a modest increase, and we need to ensure that we have properly functioning equipment.
Absolutely.
Especially in our ambulances, so I have no issue with it.
Okay.
Okay.
Would you like to make a motion?
Sure. I move to approve the addendum to the Clinical Engineering Services Agreement between Hayes Med and Ellis County EMS.
I'll second that motion. We have a motion and a second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion passes 2-0.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you, Danita. Gonna go down to 52 now.
Thank you so much.
There it is.
Okay, Public Works, summer hours.
Good evening, Commissioners. Brendan McKay, Ellis County Public Works Director. So before you tonight is our request to change our summer hours, which is from Memorial Day to Labor Day, excluding the 4th of July week, to work 4 10-hour days, Monday through Thursday. We exclude the 4th of July week and we start after Memorial Day and end before Labor Day, just so that way there's no unfair advantage with vacation time. That way we can keep the consistent 8 hours of vacation throughout the year. This going to 4 hours helps us in the summer. We can utilize the light, and we have less downtime with machine startup, machine stopping, and some of our larger projects like our asphalt oil sealing. It's beneficial to us to have those 10-hour days to reduce the amount of overtime needed for those projects. Because once we get the trucks, they have to be run out. So if we only have 8-hour days, then we'll be paying considerable amounts of overtime in order to complete the projects.
Do your employees like the summer hours too?
Most do. Some, they want to work they'd rather 4 8-hour days.
Uh-huh.
They don't like working Friday, and they don't like working 10-hour days, so.
Uh-huh. Do we need a motion for that, Bill?
No.
Okay. So, yeah, I know we've been doing this for several years now,
Yeah,
so I approve of it.
okay.
Commissioner Joe?
Yeah, I'm fine with it too. It mirrors what other departments are doing with their schedules, and with you guys mostly being outdoors, it takes advantage of the weather and
Yeah.
the sunlight, so.
All righty, and apologize for that. I clicked the wrong box. I thought I checked it off to no for motion, but
That's
I
okay.
didn't.
Okay, thank you,
Thank you very
Brandon.
much.
Okay, County Administrator report. Mike?
I have nothing.
Okay. County Commission reports. Commissioner Joe?
Since the last meeting, I had the opportunity to visit with Doug and David from Grow Hayes and just get a more detailed update on what they've done in this past year before they come before us in the summer for additional funding requests.
Sure. Okay. I have no report. And if there is no further business appearing, the Board of Commissioners meeting will end at 5:16.